Some time ago, I mentioned to you that today, a new branch within the world of the paranormal was beginning to take on great strength, and I mean the so-called failures in reality. This branch suggests that spirits, poltergeists, and paranormal manifestations may not have anything to do with the afterlife, but rather may be proof of failures in our reality. Errors in an artificial world where we believe we are alive. In this video, we will see a set of footage where it seems to be the exact moment was captured where those errors take shape. Completely unreal things that you will not be able to believe that happened, and that will probably mark in your mind the true possibility that this reality is not as real as you thought. Get ready because it's coming strong. My name is Leonore Clay, and this is The Darkest Secret. Today we're featuring 5 videos that call glitches into reality, Part 7. We begin this investigation with a rather particular recording from the town of Charlotte in the state of North Carolina. Melanie Sanchez, a faithful subscriber to the channel, was in charge of sending me the strange video that takes this position. A clip that impressed her while watching random videos on TikTok, and for which to this day, she finds no explanation. The image corresponds to a security camera installed in the kitchen of what appears to be a restaurant. In it, several employees are observed making different preparations, within which the young woman who is seen handling lemons stands out. It is here where the inexplicable becomes present.
So in this video, you can see me grabbing the lemon, right? I cut it in half, and then I cut it in half once more, right there. You can see me cut it, right? I go get a bag. Okay, I grab the bag, I go back for the lemon, and I grab the lemon, and I touch it, and I'm like, why is it not cut in half? And my face, I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like inspecting it, I take it out of the bag, I grab this lemon, trying to see if I cut that one out.
She says that she had already cut the lemon in half, to proceed to cut the other one also in half. However, when she takes the 2 separate pieces to put them away, she realizes that a half was never cut, and it was not that the knife was not sharp enough. The lemon was intact, as if it had never been cut. Her hand touches the other lemon to make sure if she had cut the previous one. The young woman's reaction reveals the strangeness of the situation. And it is that both she and those who have had the opportunity to see this footage cannot understand how she should cut the lemon again when it is clearly observed that it had already been sliced just a few seconds before. Do you see any flaws in the sequence? There are no cuts in the image that give us the possibility of thinking about a supposed edit, nor is there any trick where the lemon is changed. The same lemon is always observed in the image without anyone taking it or handling it in any way. There are those who even say that the lemon is now in fact whole, as if neither half had ever been cut. Do you see this? Users indicate that in this second, the lemon is now intact, and that is why the girl touches the cut part, as if wondering, hadn't she cut it already? Number 4. There is no doubt that strange phenomena that occur in the sky have been in the spotlight in recent times. And further proof of this was what Daira Velasquez recorded with her mobile phone. From the south of Chile, our subscriber explains that one afternoon, and after a day of family celebration, they began to see small lights moving in the sky from their house, which is why they went out into the patio, thinking they were incandescent sparks from a campfire or something similar. They never imagined what would happen just moments later.
No puedo mirar. Mira acá arriba. Aquí está. ¿Hay alguna teoría? Que se vean para acá. Mira, mira cómo es así. Así. Mira, así le hace así. Daira así. Mira, Daira, lo hace así, mira. Sí, sí, estoy viendo.
¿Ya me puedo ir adentro?
Pues sí.
Si es que te quitas. Les voy a sacar un video corto, así que permiso.
At first, I thought it might be fireflies. But after doing some research, I realized that fireflies almost never leave the grasslands and bushes where they live. If that were the case, the camera is too far away to notice them. There are hundreds of lights that move, and that at a given moment begin to revolve around a certain sector. It was definitely not sparks, since they came from a higher part of the sky. It was so strange that another person from another place also wrote to me about this situation. It could be birds. But do you know of any kind of bird that generates its own light? Is it some manifestation related to the UFO phenomena, or a failure in reality? Questions that, like those lights, remain in the air because they cannot be answered with certainty, since obviously it is not something normal. Number 3. Brian Yuvalcaba is the impressed subscriber who wrote to my email, sending a disturbing footage he found while watching TikTok. As you can see in the image, there's a young man who was getting ready to dominate the ball in his room. However, he was being interrupted by a boy, so he moves him towards the bat to perform the stunt on camera. It was at that moment that those who watched the broadcast were completely surprised to see the strange situation that occurred. Pay attention. You can immediately tell that it's in some sort of loop because of the way it moves back and forth. It's not normal. It's as if it were recording in which you constantly rewind and fast forward. However, the image is always continuous. You can see that the ball presents a natural and constant movement. So if there is editing in this video, it is very good. Do you think it is edited? Could it be a bug in reality? Tell me what you think. Number 2. For people who have had the misfortune of being in a tropical storm, or in the worst case, in a hurricane, they know perfectly the havoc that the wind can cause, cutting cables, raising objects, and uprooting trees. Among other things, these are the impressive images that the media capture. That was what a person was recording, surprised by seeing the force of the wind and how it almost twisted the trees. However, inadvertently, he noticed a very particular detail. A detail that I challenge you to see if you can discover it for yourself, since it is a detail that could be one more piece of evidence of flaws in our reality. Did you manage to realize what is happening here? The treetops clearly reflect the direction in which the wind is blowing. So how do you explain that those apparently plastic tables and chairs go in the opposite direction? How can that be possible? Although it is hard to believe, this is not the first time this unusual phenomena has been captured. Similar images had been recorded on previous occasions. Contradictory images that both for meteorologists and for people in general are absolutely incomprehensible. Could this be a failure in reality? Tell me what you think. Number 1. The video that lies in this position came into my possession thanks to Johan Arias, a subscriber who in his email tells me that one day he was in a room with his younger cousin. The minor amused himself with plastic cards that at times fell behind the bed, and he always went to pick them up. However, the last time he performed this action, he was met with an absolutely meaningless scene. A scene that I am sure you would have recorded too. Pay attention.
Está suspendido, no hay nada para pegar, no hay nada. No hay nada que esté pegando esto. Está 100%, se había caído detrás de la cama. Está 100% suspendido. No hay nada para pegar. Voy a quitarlo. No hay nada. No hay nada, ¿sí? Espera ya un momento. Voy a mostrar el carro. El carro. No tiene nada para pegar. Vea, no está nada. Se cae. Se cae 100%. Vea. Se cae. No hay nada para pegar. Se cae.
What explanation can you find for this? Even without stopping the recording, Johan tries to show that the card cannot stick. There is no adhesive tape, nor is there any kind of glue seen. Then how does the card stay in this position, especially on a completely smooth wall? Without a doubt, these are clear signs that this case is completely real. Do you think the same? Let me know in the comment box. Because this video has come to an end. My name is Leonore Clay, and this was The Darkest Secret.